Alright everyone, Old Timer Mad Tom here. We have us a new project. This is a chair I use for sewing. I found it at the garbage area, free of cost. And today I'm going to try to strip the paint and restore it back to its wood finish. I've got all the supplies. I'll walk you guys through as I go. And to give you an idea of what this looks like wood-wise, I'm gonna flip this, set this down. Hopefully it's a nice wood finish all over. So I'm gonna walk you guys through how I do this. So first thing I'm gonna do is get rid of these plastic caps. You can get them pretty cheap from Walmart or Amazon or Home Depot. So I'm gonna get rid of these first. This one's already missing, and we'll go from there. Now that we have the legs off, I'm going to put some paint stripper on, let it sit for 15 minutes, don't let it dry out. I've got a metal scraper to scrape it off as well. Also nice part today, it's kind of like overcast and a little rainy, so in the hot heat down here, this stuff would probably dry out a little quick. You can wrap like saran wrap and stuff over it. But today I don't think I have to worry about that. Alright, so I got the stripper on here. You can see it's already peeling up. It's maybe took me 10 minutes to do the whole thing. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. Probably have to do 2 coats of this stuff, but hopefully it takes this nasty blue paint right off. Does smell a little funky. Wouldn't do this inside, so I'm outside, and that's why I got the plastic down. Alright, so this is as far as I've gotten. This is with 1 coat. As you can see, not perfect, but I'm going to keep putting coats on until I get everything up. It does have a pretty nice looking color. Hopefully my stain and polyurethane finish, I think is what I got, finishes off well. Will say it is kind of a pain to scrape like underneath there and everything, but I'm going to keep applying it. This time, whoa. This time I'm going to just work in a batch. Hopefully I don't get struck by lightning, but it's been storming, so makes it nice outside though to work. So like I said, hopefully I'm not lucky enough to get struck by lightning. Alright everyone. So this is how I leave the chair today. It was fortunately not struck by lightning. However, I was unfortunate that I need a lower grit sandpaper. I need like a 60 or 80 grit. There's just some stuff on here. Like this I probably can scrape off, but there's some stuff within and within the wood, especially on these not armrest, but backrest. Scraper can't get or anything. Overall, the wood's pretty good. I think a nice sanding will do it well. So yeah, I'm trying to decide if I can't get the blue out, what I'm going to do is paint it white. But I think I'm going to be able to get the blue out tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, but in the next video section. But if I can get the blue out, I'm going to stain it and finish it with like a satin finish. If not, probably paint it like a nice white sewing chair. Alright, so I finished sanding. I've just put some mineral spirits on this to clean up the dust. I've gotten this as good as I can get. There's a little bit of like a dark stain here I can't get removed, and of course there's some like blue streaks here and there, but got this as good as I want. I mean, I could spend days doing this, but took off all the blue paint as could. Besides, there's a little bit like up in here at these joints, but it's as good as it's getting. So now I'm gonna wipe it down with some mineral spirits and blue shop cloth, and I'll do 2 or 3 coats of this stain slash finish and she'll be done. Alright, so I've applied the first coat of this stain, and I believe it's a polyurethane seal. This is what I'm applying on here. Yeah, polyurethane and stain all in one step. Pretty well, pretty well. As you can see, it darkened up a little bit. I have sanded this now with a little bit of 220 in some places, and took steel wool to the rest and just knock it all off. I'm going to use my pad and brush everything down. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this, and I'll give you an update when the stain is dried the last time. I might do 3 coats. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so the finish is dried. I decided to go with just 2 coats. I think that's all it needed. I don't want any darker than this. The only thing else I did was I took some, I believe it's 4-aught steel wool, a little bit of mineral oil, and kind of just took and buffed it a little bit. Took some of the, there's a couple little bitty air bubbles and everything, and this is the finished product. I'm pretty happy with it, especially compared to the baby blue. Now, it probably would have been easier and cheaper for me to go out and just buy a wooden chair, but I think it was nice to try a little bit of restoration. It was an easy project. It was free. Took a little bit of time and effort, but proud of my work. Like I said, there are a couple imperfections, but being that this was one of the first times I've ever done furniture restoration, I'm pretty happy with it. And the fact that I'm doing this in a little bitty apartment makes me even happier. One thing I wish I could have done was get a little bit more of this blue in the, you can't see it very well in the video, but there's some blue down in like the pits in some of the other places that I just couldn't get a scrape or sandpaper or anything to, but it is what it is. I'm overall happy. It was a little bit of work sanding and everything, but I'm proud of it. I have a couple other pieces of furniture that I'm going to try to redo, but not anytime soon. So, it's the final product. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments. I'll try to answer them all. Have a good day.